Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another opening night here at Oldcastle Theater, right here in downtown Bennington. It feels like just yesterday we were talking about their first opening night last month in June. And I can't even remember the title of that one, The Extraordinary, Almost True, Amazing Adventures of Israel Potter, something like that. That's definitely abbreviated. But now we are here for The Whipping Man. This is a very powerful play. And it follows the history. We watched the first play, Israel Potter play, was from the Revolutionary War. This is from the Civil War time period, and it deals with freedom and slavery and all of those things that happened during that time. So I don't know too much about this play, other than there are three men in the production, and hopefully Mr. Peterson will come down those stairs in just a few minutes, and we can talk about that. But in the meantime, there are a few extra things happening here at Oldcastle that I know about that I want to make you aware about. So, next week on Tuesday night, the 17th, 7 p.m. here, there's going to be a reading of 6 actors on a train. I only know that because I am one of the 6 actors on the train reading. So I want to let you know about that. So Peter Langstaff is going to be with us. Drew Davidson's going to be part of it. There's going to be a few, obviously 6 people reading, so it should be a great evening of that, and it's by a local author, Mr. Bob Sugarman, and he should be here too. He's an opening night enthusiast, and he wrote the production, so we'll be reading that on Tuesday night, 7 p.m., right here at Oldcastle, free and open to all of you if you are interested. Also coming up, not theater-related, but I know that we as Cat TV will be covering it, is the Road Pitch, which last year came to the museum, and it's basically these entrepreneurs come to listen to 5 pitches from the latest and greatest Vermont startups and see if they're going to get funded and go to the state road pitch. So that's very exciting. It's going to be here at Oldcastle this year on the 31st of July from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And we plan to bring that live to you on Facebook as well as the channel, so you can enjoy that. It's very interesting and not theater related, but it's great that Oldcastle has a great venue downtown that you can come enjoy all those things. So, back to the business at hand. Whipping Man, Whipping Man, Whipping Man, Whipping Man. Just adjusting my volume, making sure things look good here. Talking. So, after this play is obviously opening tonight, July 13th. It runs through next Sunday, July 22nd. Oldcastle used to be doing 3-week runs of all their productions, but now they're doing 2 weekends, but they've condensed the shows, so there's a lot of shows going on. So bear with me. I think you've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 7:30 p.m. So that's 5 days to see a show in the evening, and then Thursdays and Sundays at 2 p.m. I thought there was, special matinees. I got to keep reading. Special matinees on Saturday, July 14th at 2 p.m. and Sunday the 15th at 2 p.m. That's this weekend. And it looks like maybe special ticket prices for those matinees? $10 off. You see that? Jana's feeding me information here. And of course, the popular buy one, get one free is July 18th. That's a Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. So you can come here Tuesday night, see a free reading, and then purchase your tickets for the buy one, get one free. But I would purchase them before then because they'll probably sell out. It's buy one, get one free, right? You got great professional local theater right here in Bennington. Why wouldn't you buy one, get one free and come see The Whipping Man? Clearly, I'm going to take a guess that this play is not a comedy, obviously. I believe it takes place on a farm in the south, but again, I do not know. There he is. He's right there. He's chit-chatting, but we'll get to Mr. Peterson in just a second. He's chatting with someone. So I will go over the rest of the season. Oh, see, it's not on the screen anymore. Oh, look at that. I should be more prepared for these type of things. But the next show will open on August 10th. And I believe that's the Fourth Wall. I'm going to ask Jana, see if she knows it. Fourth Wall. See, I do know that. And then after that, Truth. And then after that, what? Oh, Proof. I'm sorry. Proof. That's the truth. Proof. And then after that is Long Day's Journey into Night. So 3 more shows this season. And we'll wait for him. But do remember, shows here start at 7:30, so come early. come here and have a lovely drink at the bar, which is right behind me, the Wunderbar, beer and wine here. But so we'll get Mr. Pearson here in just a moment, and he will talk about the Whipping Man. So I'm very curious how he picks the shows for the season. He goes to New York to audition. He also auditions locally as well. But what goes into choosing plays in his seasons, and especially this season? Your first play took place in the Revolutionary War time period. Now you're into the Civil War time period. What made you choose those? And I think it's a lot to do with, what's happening in today's society. So, speaking of, Bob Sugarman just walked in, the playwright for Tuesday's read-through, 6 actors on a train. So that's very cool. Maybe we could. Oh, here he comes. There he is. So, very exciting things going on here at Oldcastle. So, yeah, I ran through all what I had very quickly, and yeah. 1 second, let me check. Oh, yep. So, Whipping Man. 1 second. This is dramatic pause time while I wait for Mr. Peterson, but he's still chit-chatting there. So, the last play I really enjoyed. I guess we'll go over that because we didn't talk to any actors afterwards. It was because it was an off night. You had 6 actors playing a bunch of roles. You had Ethan Allen in there. You had George Washington. You had a variety of characters they were playing. It was very impressive to me that the span of that the play, the first production here at Oldcastle did, was, I believe, 50 years. Israel Potter left home to go serve in the war, to fight the British, and he didn't return home for various reasons and adventures for 50 years. The woman he was going to marry, I believe, had passed away, and just things had changed so much. And it's just an incredible thing. 50 years. That's crazy. That's you think you're going to go off and maybe be gone for maybe a year or 2 or something like that. No, his adventures led him to England, and he lived there for many years, married, had kids, and then finally had enough money to make it home with his son and showed him where he grew up, where he had a farm and stuff. So it was a very well-done production. I enjoy that kind of theater where actors play a variety of roles. It really stretches out their ability to maybe play a gentleman and then a lady or an older man or things like that. So it's very exciting. You won't see that in this production though. The three gentlemen, as I mentioned, and I believe they're going to play the same parts as they've had. So that is that. See if I can get Mr. Bob. No, he's not paying attention. So, in a good conversation back there. Trying to get him. It's all right. So, he goes, oh my God, there he is. Oh, I was running out of things to talk about. I ran out like 10 minutes ago. Oh.
So what did you talk about when you didn't have anything to talk about? That's always interesting.
Yes, I talked about 6 actors on it. I did. I stretched a lot. I think it's pretty thin. They'll agree with me. So I don't know much about Whipping Man. What is this about?
It's set in April of 1865, the end of the Civil War, in Richmond, Virginia. A Confederate soldier returns home.
Okay.
The home has been largely destroyed because the Confederate soldiers, when they left, burned most of the city. And there are 2 of their now former slaves.
Okay.
So it's a play about 2 former slaves and one of the people who owned them. And it is one of the most powerful plays I've worked on in a very long time.
Wow.
And we're real proud. I've wanted to do this for years, finally found the right cast for it. And it's written by Matthew Lopez, who is one of the hottest playwrights in the world today. He's just, right as we speak, there's a 6-hour production of his answer to to Tony Kushner's play, Angels in America, running in London.
6 hours.
And early in the 2000s, Matthew worked with us for 2 years as an actor.
Okay.
And he was just beginning to write then. So it's really great to do one of his plays.
Is he coming to see this at all?
Unfortunately, he's here, there, and everywhere.
Right, here, there, yeah.
He's working on a new project in New York. He's got the show in London. So
that's fantastic
unfortunately,
that you have that personal tie to him.
It is.
That
and
you're doing
we've been in touch during the rehearsal run, and that's been really nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And
now, did you talk about our reading series that you're going to be a part of?
I did mention it. Yes.
Good.
Maybe you want to talk about what is Six Actors on a Train for the folks at home. What's
Actors on a Train. And it's about 5 actors
who are I've been saying
5
six
actors.
The whole time.
Well, it's a cast of 6, but it's 5 of them are actors.
Got it.
And they are on their way from Mobile to Atlanta because they're in a touring production of Life with Father. And suddenly, an African American man jumps into their car because he has been being pursued and literally running for his life. Very, very interesting play. Robert Sugarman, who has worked with Oldcastle for a long time and had a show a couple of years ago at Shakespeare and Company, wrote that, and it's part of a 5-play series of readings of new plays that we're doing.
Okay.
The next one up is from a playwright in Texas. It's being directed by Nathan Stith, who is actually her colleague at Trinity University in Texas, and it's called Stripped, and it's 2 of the characters are analysts.
Okay.
And the other characters are their patients.
Okay.
And it's kind of surreal, very interesting, unusual play. We're doing a reading of a new play by Michael Weller, who is one of the best American playwrights of the last more than 30 years now.
Okay.
He wrote Loose Ends. He wrote Spoils of War. He wrote the screenplays of Ragtime and Hair.
Oh, all right. Yep.
And so we're really pleased to be able to do that.
Awesome.
And that's a play about modern marriage, and it's based on a novel.
That sounds interesting.
Then we're doing a play called Billy and Me by Terry Teachout, who is the theater critic for the Wall Street Journal.
Okay.
And it's about the friendship between Tennessee Williams and William Inge, who in the 1940s, 1950s were considered the 2, along with Arthur Miller, the great American playwrights. William Inge wrote Picnic, among other things.
Love Picnic.
Yes, I love that play. And then John Petrowski, who's the artistic director of Playwrights Theater of New Jersey, and he's directed with us. We've done co-pros with them. He's written a very interesting play about the religious mystic Thomas Merton that I'm looking forward to. And we're going to do a play that I've written, which is, see if this sounds at all familiar, it's about a small New England town that's water system has a problem with PFOAs.
Oh, I know about that one.
Yeah.
Very, very close to home.
A little closer. It's not set in Bennington, but it is. There are similarities. Let's say.
Are you writing that?
I wrote that. Yes.
Excellent. And then,
yes.
So we should mention all these readings are free.
They're free and open to the public. We'd like a donation. The first one on next Tuesday, the 17th, will be here at the theater. The following Tuesday, it will be at the Bennington Free Library.
Okay, so
in the large upstairs room.
Okay.
And the others, we will be announcing the dates and places soon.
Okay, awesome. So that's throughout the season.
Throughout the season, well into the fall, probably.
Cool. So when you, my question is, when you choose these, you know, the first play we had was in the Revolutionary War, and we have the Civil War. What makes how do you choose your theme every season? It's got to get challenging, right?
It is, and there's not always a theme. Sometimes we just try to find 5 good plays. This year there's sort of a theme. We've been trying to figure out. There's so much chaos going on in the world today, and especially in the United States, actually all throughout Europe, everywhere. And so we decided we'd try to bring some perspective to it all.
Okay.
And we thought one way to do that would be to look back initially. So our first play about Israel Potter, based on a Herman Melville novel, was set in the American Revolution. The Whipping Man is set during the American Civil War. The play after that, The Fourth Wall by A.R. Gurney, who is one of our favorite playwrights, it'd be the 10th Gurney play that we produced. And you know what the Fourth Wall is?
I do know The Fourth Wall. Yes.
Not everybody does. The Fourth Wall, in theater terms, is if you think about what we call a box set, a typical living room, there will be 3 walls. and then the fourth wall is where the audience is.
So here's our fourth wall right here.
Our fourth wall is the camera. Yes, we're talking to the audience.
Yes.
So this is a play about what is real and what is fake.
Oh, interesting.
And we think that fits in with what's going on in the
Absolutely.
world today.
Is that a comedy of a
It's
sorts?
a comedy,
Okay.
and it includes 5 songs by Cole Porter.
Oh, I do remember you mentioned that.
So it's a play with music rather than a musical, and it's directed by Tim Howard, who directed Big River a couple of years ago.
All right, Big River was good. Yep.
Has a really good cast. Amy Gaither Hayes, who was in Broadway Bound last year.
Okay, yep.
Sarah Corey, who was also in that. David Joseph, who was in Consul Tramp and America's Sweetheart with us. Very, very good. It was a very good actor, and we're going to hear him sing for the first time. And one of the things I envy about David, first of all, he's very talented and very good looking, so I don't like him a lot. But
darn it,
the thing I really envy about him is he has twice sung the national anthem at Fenway Park.
See,
pretty cool.
Do you envy him, or you want to be best friends with him? Or both?
Well, I'm a good friend of his, and I love him dearly. But I envy the heck out of him. Yeah. And then after that is Proof, which is a wonderful play, won a Pulitzer Prize by David Auburn, and it's about a man who is a brilliant mathematician, and his daughter, who may be a brilliant mathematician, and it says a lot about family. It says a lot about, again, what is real, what may not be.
And there she is, the 5-minute warning.
5-minute warning.
The 5-minute warning.
Yeah. And then we're going to close the season with Long Day's Journey Into Night by Eugene O'Neill, generally considered the great American play. Nigel Gore, Christine Decker, and again David Joseph are going to be in that.
Okay, wow, excellent. You've got a great season ahead. Stretches to
so.
October.
It
and
does.
The readings stretch to there, as if not farther. So
at least probably till there.
Great, awesome.
Yes.
Anything beyond
and
that?
And then, we're going to have a magician back. We're going to do a holiday radio show. Again, we're going to show some movies. Lots of things going on all year long here.
Well, hey, it's great you're right here and you can experience all that stuff. So so Whipping Man opening night,
and if you come to Actors on a Train, you'll get to see Mr. Cutler.
Yes, read.
Act.
Read. Act read.
You've read for a long time. You've been able to read for a long time now. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Better and better every day. Yes.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Pearson. Yes. So there, we got Mr. Pearson in. He filled you in. I tried to. I failed miserably. I tried to talk, so glad he was able to fill us in. He is very knowledgeable, of course, with every play he's doing and everything else going on here, so very great to have him fill you in about what The Whipping Man is about. It sounds like a very powerful production. We'll be back after the production, hopefully to talk to some actors, or we'll talk to some people who were in the show, and if they want to add their comments of what they thought about it. We'll hear that too, but hopefully we'll get to the actors, but sometimes it could be busy. So thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys after the show. I've got 4 minutes to get to my seat. I better hurry. We'll see you later. Thanks. We're back here, Oldcastle, opening night for The Whipping Man. And let me just say before I have an actor right here behind me that we'll chat with real quick. What a powerful play. I mean, to just remind you, set in the Civil War, literally 1865. The war has just ended. Even in the play, Abraham Lincoln is shot. The gentleman we're going to talk to plays a Confederate soldier coming back to his home. Just very powerful that now you think, he's talking to guys that were once slaves in his house, but are now free men. It really puts in perspective for you to think 150 years ago how it was a very dark time for our country. The Civil War was just this untold just destruction for our country in terms of how many lives were wasted and lost. Hundreds of thousands of lives. So, anyways, let's pick it up a little bit in terms of the mood here. So, the gentleman we're going to talk to, his name is Justin. He played Caleb, the soldier. So, I'm going to see if he'll come over. He's talking with Jana and have him chat about his experiences. A funny thing about him is that he has played this role. Whoop, there goes my ticket. He has played this role more than once. He has played this part of Caleb, looks like at least twice. So very interested to see what he brings to the Oldcastle. Is there anything you changed for this role, or you just keep going as it is? As an actor, you're always tweaking and evolving your role. So let's see what he has to say. See if I can get him in here. Oh, is he ready? Are you ready? Oh yeah. Hello, yeah, come on up. You want to put your wine down? You can hold it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't
place it.
I live there. All right.
The very expensive electronics.
And that's all right. And come on in there. We'll get you in the screen. You can see them. All right. So,
hi.
Thank you for joining us, Justin.
It's lovely to be here.
I just want to say I thoroughly enjoyed the performance.
Thank you very much.
I do a little theater myself, but really powerful performance play.
You,
and I've read that you've played this part twice.
Twice before, yeah.
All right. So, what goes into, I guess, here? Do you keep the same momentum? Do you alter?
Coming into it, having done it twice before, it was really important for me to react to what I was given from the director, from the other actors, and not just do what I had done before, because that doesn't serve the part, it doesn't serve the show, and it would just be a disservice all over to just do it rote.
Right.
So I made sure to sort of come to it. I had the words, which was a great a great boon to have coming into it. But just to listen and come at it completely green, like you'd never done it before, and really listen to what Brandon and Herb were doing, what Eric wanted of me. And from the first day, just doing table work and talking about it, Eric was asking questions and we were uncovering things that I had never even thought of before, even having done it twice. And
always peeling back those layers to find something new. Yeah.
And this play is so good for that. It's so geniusly written.
Yeah.
It's so dense. There's so many ways you can do it. And it lends itself very well to being redone over and over again.
Awesome. Well, it was even I think probably the most powerful scene that set it for me was the letter scene. It was very much like I could visualize just being like, what a terrible time for our country. The unnecessary waste of life and just all that. It's just.
And especially the battle that Caleb was in Petersburg. Where
I actually have zero knowledge of Petersburg, so.
It was trench warfare before trench warfare.
Of World War I and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And it's essentially there was so much mist and fog you couldn't see 5 inches in front of your face. You're walking around in human soup. It's just like liquefied people, really, and it's brutal. And most people didn't, they weren't shot or they weren't injured and then died later. They just got sick or starved or died from exposure. And
walking around
really
would probably do it for you.
Yes.
Even a little cut would just,
Yeah, you get one thing and then you just put your leg in the wrong puddle. You're gone.
Oh, that's it. That's a bad day. Yeah. I just lost my train of thought, but
no worries.
So, what? And any other productions you're busy with after this?
After this, I got about a month off, and then I get to go to New Jersey to open a new play.
Excellent.
Which is very exciting.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And how many years have you been doing acting? Is this something you've been doing
since 2012? I want to say since 2012. So this is my 6th year as an equity actor. Yes. Not an equity actor, but 4th year as an actor. I don't know what the numbers are. It doesn't matter.
You've got an impressive resume with upcoming film and
yes. By the way,
what else?
Yes. Which is the button I'm wearing.
And you've done some stuff in New York City and things. Yeah. And I see you are a big James Bond fan.
Indeed, I am.
Awesome. What's your favorite movie?
Casino Royale, hands down. Hands down has to be.
Daniel Craig? I like that one too.
Yeah. Favorite James Bond, possibly just my favorite movie.
He is a very good James Bond. Very good movie too.
Yeah. Well, I was just talking about it with someone else from the theater. It's a very hard run for the money between him and Connery. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. So. But yeah, Craig's my man now.
Excellent. He's good. I think he's got for one more, right?
One more, and then it's got to be out. I think after this one,
that's true.
I think
it's usually like 4's the limit. Yeah.
But
well, pleasure, Justin.
Thank you very
so
much, man.
Enjoy the rest of the run.
Will do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, there you go. Your wine. Yep. Woo. My eye is watering. Woo. Would you like to come on here? Oh, good sir. I think we should have you on here. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
We're live on our little public access TV station here. We do a little opening night. So
that's very nice.
You don't know this, but I remember seeing you in Rappaport many years ago.
For goodness sake.
Yes, wow, I do remember that.
12 years ago or
was that 2005? Let me check.
2006.
Is it in here? 6. Okay.
It was 2006.
Okay. So you are. Do you live down in Tennessee?
Yes, I live in Johnson City, Tennessee.
And you're a teacher of acting?
East Tennessee State University.
Awesome.
I teach acting, voice and diction.
Amazing.
Intro to theater.
Awesome. And how long have you been doing that? Since Rappaport?
During Rappaport.
Okay.
I'm going into my 13th year.
Awesome. Well, there you go.
At the university.
And what was a big, maybe your biggest, maybe not struggle, but difficulty bringing to this role? Was there anything that was really hard to dig up?
Of course, the subject matter is so troubling, and
it is.
But it's in order to hopefully enlighten and uplift in a way. It's important to go to make the attempt to go there.
Right.
And we're very lucky because these two guys are fantastic.
I think you have a really nice, solid cast. I mean, Eric was right at the beginning. You're waiting for the right cast. I think he was right that he had the right cast.
Thank you.
You guys worked very well together.
We worked very well together. Yes, indeed. And so that's made it a pleasure.
Excellent. And anything upcoming for you? Any more theater? Or?
Well, I'm going back to East Tennessee State University, of course, and in the spring of 19, I will be directing a stage adaptation of Jane Austen's book, Pride and Prejudice. There's a new
wow. All right, sweet.
Right now at Dorset Theater, or soon at Dorset Theater. Her adaptation of Sense and Sensibility is going to be playing.
Okay. Yep.
And it seems that she's latched on to Jane Austen has been adapting her novels to stage, and she has an adaptation of Pride and Prejudice, which is out there and being done a great deal.
Excellent.
And I'll be directing that in the spring of 19.
Awesome. Excellent. And are you happy being back at Oldcastle?
Very happy.
And
delighted.
This is your first time at the new spot, though.
Yes, it is. It is.
You enjoy it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we got a great location here.
You do have a great location.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Herb. I appreciate it.
It is my pleasure to speak to you.
And
now, would it be possible to get a copy of this?
Oh, sure, absolutely. We're like live on our Facebook page, so I'll be happy to get that for you. But yeah, no problem.
Wonderful.
Yeah, excellent.
Wonderful.
And enjoy the rest of the run.
I will.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you.
so much.
You're welcome. So we got to chat with two of the three actors there. Third one is, he's back there. He's chit-chatting. But just let you guys know. Here he is right here. Look at that. Boom. All right. How are you?
Hi.
How are you? Brandon.
Rubin.
Got it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Your name's right there. I apologize.
It's all right.
Nice to meet you. And just want to say, really enjoyed the whole performance. I was just talking with Herb. You guys work really well together, the three of you. So this is your first time at Oldcastle, right?
No, this is my second time at Oldcastle.
Excellent. What were you in?
I was in a play called City of Conversation about 2 years ago.
Okay, yes. I do remember that. Okay.
Yes, excellent piece.
Yes.
About politics in D.C. Excellent play.
Chris Justino.
Yes.
Good friend of mine. I went to high school with him. Yes, we've been acting for a while. Yeah. He'll probably see this. Yeah. Now you look very familiar now. Yes, exactly. Okay. It's all coming back to me. I'm getting old, Right. So we really enjoyed your character. Very funny in the beginning in terms of the sneakiness of the part. But obviously, you peel back the layers and a lot's there. So what was your, favorite part of discovering all of that as you worked on this?
I think my favorite part is exactly what you said, the layers. The thing about this play is that there's no wasted space. Everything is very useful, purposeful. Everything that's said, there's no wasted language. And so that was the most exciting thing about it. Being in a play that I knew was just so powerful and so strong.
Right.
Just an amazing piece.
Yeah, I mean, it's very well written. As I was listening to this, it was like it's with the time, you hear like the ain'ts in there, and things like that.
Yeah. And the thing about John is John knows how to read. And so John speaks very different from Simon.
Sure.
Whereas Simon has,
you're right.
His English is very abbreviated. It's definitely a certain dialect. whereas John speaks in a very elevated tone, very elevated language.
That's very good.
So,
anything else that you enjoyed about the process, or?
Just working with these two guys. They're really, really great actors. They're really good to work with. Very malleable. We can play with each other and try different things, even in performance. Every performance is different.
Right.
And we're able to try things and really play. And, Eric gave us a great opportunity to play in the space and, play together in this really, really powerful piece.
Right. Yeah, I think I won't spoil it for the people who come to see it, which you definitely should. But one actor is kind of limited to his movement.
Mm-hmm.
That makes it very interesting, I think. For him it's pretty easy with blocking, but
Right.
For you guys, how do you interact with he's across the room or something like that? It's very to play with that must be very good.
It's interesting because when you think about metaphors and you think about this play is full of metaphors. Mm-hmm. And when you think about slavery and how that was, the slaves were always around no matter what.
Right.
And we have this character in Caleb who is in the play and he's always on stage and he's always there. And so it's just another metaphor on top of a metaphor. Right. There's so much depth to this play. It's amazing. I find new things every night.
Which is great. As an actor, as someone who, I could probably come see this play every night and be like, yes.
Right.
Yes. I mean, I think the biggest thing you hear is when Caleb is kind of ordering Simon around, and he's like, "No, you can't do that anymore." Like, I'm a free man. It's just like, it's a whole new era practically. Right. But I think for people who enjoy history, would probably really enjoy this play. It's definitely very powerful.
And it's not like the history is a part of it, but history is like the clothing. The heart of it is families. The heart of it is relationships.
Good analogies.
I think we could take. It's called The Whipping Man. It takes place antebellum South. But we could take all that away and put it in modern times and understand that it's just relationships. Right. It's all about relationships. We just change the roles. Not even really change the roles, just take slave and master out of it.
Right.
And it's a play about relationships. It's a play about family in a traumatic situation. Now secrets are being revealed. Mm-hmm. So it's a very, very interesting, very good piece, very strong. I was excited when the first time I read it. So.
Excellent. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And anything upcoming for you down the road? Any other future productions?
A couple things kind of cooking. Nothing really confirmed yet, but still working. Going back to New York and get back at it.
Excellent. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Great
Enjoy the rest of the run. Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and Chris, make sure you come see the show. So that was easy. 3 actors, got to interview them all. Awesome. So thank you so much for tuning in. So this is, I get the poster here. So for those of you tuning in, Whipping Man. And you kind of walk into the show going, why is it called The Whipping Man? Well, you'll understand, of course, when you hear throughout the course of the play why it's called The Whipping Man. Very powerful, very powerful. The guy who wrote it, Matthew Lopez, was actually acted here in Oldcastle back in 2002. That's pretty sweet to know that the man that wrote this is now a favorite writer for playwright all across the nation. So this runs through July 22nd. That you have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Thursday and Sunday at 2 p.m. Special matinees this weekend only, the 14th and the 15th at 2 p.m. And of course, the big BOGO night is on July 18th, Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. So you don't want to miss this show. It's extremely powerful about a very dark time in our nation's history, the Civil War. Just very, very powerful, and as Brandon was saying, relationships and family and stuff. So, certainly not a comedy, but it's a powerful play with 3 very, very, very good actors. So, right here at Oldcastle, right here in downtown Bennington, professional theater. So, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next month. I believe August 10th is opening night for The Fourth Wall, which should be a little more lighthearted and entertaining. I was reading about that, which actually I'll read to you right now. Actually, if I can find it. Give me a second. Fourth Wall. There's a whole description of Fourth Wall in here. A great description of Fourth Wall. Where is Fourth Wall? It's in here somewhere. There it is. Fourth Wall. So, about Fourth Wall, to get you ready for the next one here, it says Peggy has redecorated the living room and her husband Roger can't stand it. Her unusual, exquisite taste was overcome by a mysterious force which caused her to redo the room as if it were a stage set. Her husband sends for help of Peggy's lifelong friend, Julia, but Julia has eyes on Roger. Critics call it devilishly comic cleverness, filled with amusing literacy references, sophisticated characters, and moves very quickly. So, this is an A.R. Gurney play, and sounds like it should be quite funny. But right now, Whipping Man. Don't miss this powerful play. All right? I've said it enough. So, I'm going to end with that. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next month for Fourth Wall.